Hi guys. First things first. Let's go to Google Colab or open Visual Studio Code if that's available to you. Once in Google Colab, remember to make a new notepad and there you will be ready to start working. So let's start by going over the three main types of data that we are going to be using. So we have real numbers, we have integer numbers, and we have strings. So I'm going to start with the string variables. Those are for words or letters, and they are defined with str. Then we have real numbers, which are all the numbers known. Positive, negatives, decimals, everything. And they are defined as float. And then we have integer numbers, which are defined as integer numbers. No decimals. Still negatives and positives, which are defined as int. Note that these definitions don't have any capitals in them. How do we use them? Well, let's go over an example. Let's say that I need to read an age. Ages are usually given in integer numbers. So, age equals the type int, open parentheses, input, open parentheses again, open quotes, type your age, and that should work. As you can see, we have the variable, the type of variable, the command, and the prompt. So if I execute this, I should get this prompt. Type your age, and it is expecting an integer number, no decimals. It's not doing anything else because we haven't told it to do anything else. Let's say that we also want to read a name. Name are strings, so name equals str for string, open parentheses, input, open parentheses, open quotes, type your name. Okay. And a grade. So grades are usually real numbers. So float input, open parentheses, open quotes, type your grade. And now I'm just going to print everything. So print your name is, and the variable name, print your age is, or better yet, you are age years old. And your technology grade was great. So let's check it out. Type your age, 12. Type your name, Peter. Type your grade, 89.5. Your name is Peter. You're 12 years old. Your technology grade was 89.5. That would be it for the types of variables. Okay, so now let's continue with conditionals. Let's go and insert a new code cell here. And now, conditionals. So the conditionals are used if, else, and if. Those are the three. So you always begin a conditional with an if. El if is if you are going to be using another conditional after the first conditional. And the else when you don't have any other choices. Let me put this into an example. So, yes, we have a menu here. Print, 1 is add, 2 multiply, 3 subtract, and 4 divide. So now we read the option OP equals int, input, choose your destination, and then we read two numbers. It has to be float because we have a division between the choices. Now, if option equals 1, in here we have a comparison. That is why we are using two equal signs instead of one. 1 is to assign a value, 2 is to compare a value. So if OP equals 1, the result would be assign, in here we are assigning number 1 plus number 2. And if option equals 2, then the result would be assigned number 1 multiplied by number 2. Number 1 times number 2. And if option 3, the result would be number 1 minus number 2 because it's a subtraction. Else, any other choice, we are still not validating. Would mean that rest would be the division of number 1 divided number 2. Look at the indentation. If I were to put this here, that would not make part of the conditional. So it wouldn't work. It needs the indentation. In here, it needs to go back because elif needs to be aligned with the if. Same here and same with the else. And in the end, if this print, where I print the result, were indented, it would only print when the choice is 4 or any other number. But I need it to print every time. That is why I put it outside of the conditionals by canceling or deleting that indentation. Let's test it. Add, multiply, subtract, divide. Choose your destination. Okay, I want to add 1. Type your first number, 5. Type your second number, 6. That would be 11. 11. Let's run it again. Choose your destination, 2. Type your first number, 5. Same numbers, 6. That would be 30. 30. Then, option 3 this time, a subtraction, 5, 6. That would be -1 or -1. There it is. And last but not least, the division. Option 4, 5, 6. That would be 0.833333, etc., etc., etc. There you go, 0.833333. Okay. Now, if I put any other number, 5, 6, it's still the division. With any other number, the first number, 10, second number, 2, that would be 5. There it is. Because we're still not validating. However, if you put a letter when it is expecting an integer number, that would be an error. Okay, that would end the conditionals part. Now, let's say that I have multiple choices for every choice in the menu. So, let's say that I'm going to be using logical operators and or. In this case, if I have multiple choices for each one of the options, that would mean that I would be using the OR command. Let's say, for example, print 1 or 5, 2 or 6, 3 or 7, 4 or 8. Why? Who knows? But those are the choices. In that case, you would need to modify it like this. For example, if option equals 1 or option equals, in this case, 5. Same thing here. Or option equals 6. Same here. Or option equals 7. And else, because we're still not validating. Let's run it. And it says, okay, 1 or 5 to add. Let's say 1. And I say 6 and 7. That's 13. But if I also type 5, and again 6 and 7, same thing. Because with this logical operator, I am validating that the choice for the addition could be either 1 or 5. Same for the other choices in the menu. Okay, guys? Now you have everything you need to solve this. So I'll be seeing you next class. Bye-bye.